So just let me know if the sound is working. It would be very interesting to know if the sound's working. But good evening anyway, from this premiere in to do a brief live stream about what's coming up on the channel in 2026. Now I've got many, sorry, just looking at another device. Got some amazing things to look forward to in 2026. Also, we've got to scale this channel back slightly just through the first few months, because there was things I was going to do, but unfortunately, I was hoping to do something in January, because the Caledonian Sleeper was going to be stopping at Birmingham International now, not Moore Street, sorry, Birmingham International. Well, that will definitely feature on the channel, but it will be scaled back and it won't be straight away. So that I'll definitely be traveling, as you requested on that poll, between Fort William and between Birmingham International. That will definitely happen at some point in 2026. The nearer I can come into the cash to do it, I will definitely get it done as soon as possible. If I can't do it in this month here in January, I'll definitely try to do it at least February, March at the latest. Now I'm just trying to fire up another device here just so I can see people's messages. But thank you very much for joining me this evening for this very special live stream here. And I would just like to give a shout out to Sam Vlogs Trains and More, who did have a premiere of the settled Carlisle diverts when he used Avanti, and I did briefly see Sam's premiere, so do keep the good work up. Sorry, just looking at another device, that's all. So yeah, I'll let people filter in tonight, and then we will give it about 20 minutes or so, and then we will be discussing what I'll be doing on this channel in 2026. Of course, today it only cost me a total of £6 to get to this premiere in tonight, so that's an absolute bargain. And it wasn't train, it was 2 buses. So I'm quite pleased that things now at the moment are going to have to be done on a budget, but when things improve, obviously we will then be able to step things up. But definitely Birmingham International, from Fort William to Birmingham International on the Caledonian Sleeper. Hopefully, if it's not in January, it will definitely be happening either in February or March, as promised, because you voted, those of you who voted for that vote, it will go ahead. And that is one of the plans, you could say, for 2026, but I'll be revealing the rest. We'll just let a few more people filter in, and we'll then be able to then take it from there. But I hope you're keeping well. At the moment, like I say, personally, me, I'm, as you can see, happy as can be, even though I face some very challenging times over these next couple of months. But it is what it is. But there's one thing that's not going to stop me doing things, and I will continue to be out tomorrow filming more YouTube shorts for you on the West Coast main line, so that you are able to enjoy them amazing videos that I upload. And thank you for your continued support of the latest of those who have come in. Evelyn, thank you very much. Hi there, Evelyn. I hope you're keeping well. Tracy, thank you for coming in as well. So we will be discussing the Tommy. Thank you for coming in as well. Hello there to you as well. Thank you very much. So we will be discussing what we're going to be doing in 2026 on the channel. We'll let a few more folk though filter in, and then we will. I'll also read your messages, give you a mention as well if I can. Evelyn, nice to meet you. I'm from Indonesia. Thank you very much, Evelyn, for tuning. Here's one of my favourites, DH Trains. How are you, Dave? I hope you're keeping well, my friend. Remember, you can. It's your discretion, and there's no pressure. Now that we are partly monetized on this channel, you can now send me super likes, super stickers, and super chats if you wish to. But remember, it is up to you to do that. I do not pressure anyone whatsoever to do that whatsoever. It is really down to your discretion. There's no pressure whatsoever. It is nice to communicate and get talking to my audience. Nice to meet you. I'm from Indonesia. Yes, nice to meet you too. Haley, nice to meet you too. Hope you're keeping well, Haley. We're in a Premier Inn tonight, as you can see, and it only cost me £6. 2 lots of bus fare, £3 each way to get here. So we're on a budget, but we will be out tomorrow filming more content. But the main thing tonight is to let you know what I'll be getting up to in 2026. And I'm overwhelmed and honoured by all you lovely folk that have come in tonight already and said hello. It really does mean a lot to me, and I do really appreciate you all coming in. And thank you, like I say, for all popping in, and pop in and out as you would like. You know, there's no pressure whatsoever. We'll just let, like I say, the minutes tick around on the clock for a minute, because we're only 7 minutes in at the moment. So we'll just make sure everyone gets nice and settled into the stream, and hopefully I'll be able to reveal all my plans for 2026. Thank you for the 7 thumbs up. Really do appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that like button. That like button really does help, and it makes you it makes everybody know everything about the stream, really. Kelly Ashford, sorry I'm late. No, you're not late. I haven't revealed anything yet. The only thing I said was those of you who did vote on the Caledonian Sleeper between Fort William and Birmingham International, that may have to be delayed until February, March time. But don't worry, I will fulfill my wishes on everything. Every poll that I put up, I will fulfill my wishes here in 2026. So you're not late, Kelly. Thank you very much for joining. I think I'll be able to I'll be able to switch this other device off, I think, because I think I can read the text on this one anyway. But yes, this is the new device which we live streamed on New Year's Eve. It wasn't a pleasant hotel to be in, unfortunately. I didn't get any sleep whatsoever that night. There was a lot of people. There was a few people kicking off, and it was very unpleasant. But the good news was I did get my £44 back from the Express by Holiday Inn, and I certainly won't be staying there no more. I'm fulfilling my model railway wishes. Oh, well, you know, keep your fingers crossed, Kelly. You know, you never know what 2026 will bring. I mean, I am so upbeat, and I'm trying to remain upbeat, because I think it's good to remain upbeat even when you're going through a particular situation like I'm going through, but you still want to thrive and move that channel forward and forward, and you want to keep uploading, and that's my thing. Hopefully at the end of the month I'll be probably doing a 1-night stay overnight right up the top of the West Coast Main Line up at Carlisle, all being well and good, as long as I can get cheap tickets. The Premier Inns are quite reasonable priced anyway, so I shall hopefully be back up at Carlisle to see some steam on, I think it's the 31st, I think it is. I've got the same 00 009 gauge model engines and coaches, and some more double O gauge ones as well. Well, that's nice, isn't it, Kelly? That's good to hear that you're slowly building up your model railway. You know, anyone in your time zone, add a Q&A sticker. That's right, yeah, add a Q&A sticker if you wish. If anyone wants to ask me a question, feel free to ask me a question, even though I will be revealing what I'm doing in 2026. If you want to ask me a question, feel free to ask me a question. I'll answer to the best of my knowledge. But yeah, really glad to have you on. I know I have clashed with a few people. Like I say, when the stream started, I was talking about Sam Vlogs, Trains and More. He recently done a premiere, and I did kind of watch in the background of him traveling with Avanti West Coast from where it was he was traveling up via the set on Carlisle. Hope you're doing well. Well, I'm trying my best. Vendi. I hope I've said that right. Vendi, thank you very much. Yes, I am. I am keeping well. Thank you for asking. I hope you are keeping well too as well. And thank you for joining the live stream tonight. Thank you for the 9 thumbs up. Don't forget, keep on hitting that like button. The likes do help. I'm from India. Well, thank you very much for joining tonight. Really do appreciate that. Would you consider giving N gauge and 009 gauge a try if you had the money and the space? Definitely, yes. I've always said that I would love a model railway, Kelly. However, at the moment, I ain't got the space. And at the moment, that would be definitely something I would look at. You know, during the winter, when the winter months, you get some nice bright sunny days, as you can see from the YouTube shorts at Rugeley, at Stafford as well. So I'm from the UK, by the way. I'm from the UK, Vendi. Yeah, I'm a UK row enthusiast. Yeah, Kelly definitely would consider having a model row. It's something when I was looking at a particular place to rent at the time, I thought to myself, oh, the loft was quite a big space, but unfortunately I didn't get that place at the time. But it had a massive loft, and you could have easily put a model railway up there. The space was phenomenal, you know. But yes, that is something I'd like to look at, because the days when it's nice and sunny, it's nice and bright, you can get out and you can film shorts and videos and stuff like that. When it's like when the weather's really cold and horrible, that's when you've got to rely on falling back on something. So that's something I may look at in 2026, definitely. So I'll give it a few more minutes. What are we up to? 13 minutes just gone, nearly 14. So we will be revealing all our plans for 2026. And I think one of them, oh, that's very kind of you, Kelly. You didn't have to, but £1.49 donation. Thank you ever so much, Kelly. Very, very, thank you so much. You are very, very kind. And don't worry, I will mention it at the end of the stream, whoever donates. Remember, donating is generally up to you. There's no pressure. We're just here to have a chat. But donations obviously do help the channel. So thank you so much, Kelly. I cannot thank you enough. You did donate on New Year's Eve as well. Very, very kind of you to do so. Every little bit helps. Well, thank you very much, Kelly. I really do appreciate that. I really do. So yeah, I think when it gets to 15 minutes, just over, 12 thumbs up, by the way. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're in the background. If you are in the background, don't forget to feel free to write on the screen there, and then I'll definitely read your message out. Anyone who's got any questions, I'll try to answer them the best I can. Kelly asked me if I would start a model railway, and I'd love to definitely start a model railway. Yes. So thank you for everybody coming across this evening. Really do appreciate it. I know I am kind of colliding with another YouTuber, which I jokably ripped in the thing that I would be colliding with Anthony Dodge, the model train outsider. And I hope, Anthony, you're keeping very well, my friend. But like I said in the post, that it's all good fun to have people on board and what have you. Salam, Salman, Salman. How are you? How are you, my friend? I'm from Pakistan, a country located in South Asia. I subscribe to your channel. Thank you very much for your subscription. I hope you're enjoying, and I hope I said your name correctly. I hope you're enjoying the content. You know, I hope that everybody in South Asia and across the world is enjoying my YouTube shorts and videos. You're just being you. You. That's all we want you to be. Thank you very much, Kelly. It's very kind of you to actually say that. I really do appreciate that. I do try to be the person I am. I am that bubbly person. Okay, there are days when I might not be as bubbly as what I normally am, but at the end of the day, I do try my best. You just popped up on my feed too. Thank you very much, Funny 5 Day, for joining. Really do appreciate you coming in this evening. So I think you all want to hear what I'll be getting up to in 2026. So one of my main objectives is to, which I said in the channel description, is to do more Funny 5 a day. Sorry, thank you very much. I do apologize, but thank you very much for popping in. One of them is to interact with my audience more. So what I'm hoping to do, hopefully at least maybe once stroke twice a month, I will be yes, let's cut to the chase. That's right, Kelly. Let's definitely cut to the chase. So I want to at least do it at least once or twice a month, that I do a regular live stream from a Premier Inn, because you can't beat a Premier Inn. I had been doing a lot of traveling most recently. Obviously, I'm going to I'm going to need to obviously cut back on certain things, but be able to do things on a budget while we are slowly ticking over, and to keep the channel going. So my thing is the more I interact with my audience, the more they will kind of then might enjoy the content I'm putting out a bit more, because they'll have me to see on your screen at least once stroke twice a month. And then that way we can all have a catch up chat, and we can all definitely have a good bit of fun. Did you know that in Pakistan, even today, the train tracks built by the British during the rule of India are still in use? Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. That's very, very interesting to know. I do like interesting facts. So if anybody else has got any interesting facts, do let me know. So yeah, that's one of my main objectives in 2026, is to, yeah, I've been off the screen quite a lot, and particularly in 2024, I did manage to get out and visit another 4 stations on the Cumbrian coastline. Now, I'd like to get more stations more towards the Barrow-in-Furness end. So particularly a station I'd like to visit is Grange over Sands. I'd also like to visit Drigg as well. I think that's quite a quaint little station. So there will definitely, in 2026, all being well and good, when the Corky Call Whitehaven Tunnel reopens, we can get out and film my Cumbrian coastline adventure 20 part 4. Part 4, that's what I was meant to say. Keep going, bro. I started a comedy 4 years ago on YouTube, and now I have 33k subscribers and growing. Keep doing what you're doing. Wise words. I'll agree. I will agree with that. Very wise words indeed. Indeed, indeed. I cannot agree no more than you. Those of you who, we've all been there where we say we don't want to do this no more, and we've all been there and said this ain't working. But remember, and these are wise words, because I spoke to other YouTubers and they just said keep on going, because it's about being consistent. It's about connecting with your audience on YouTube. And this is why in 2026 you're not just going to get part 4 of the Cumbrian coastline. You're at least going to get once a month, twice a month possibly, a YouTube live stream from a Premier Inn. And that is something that I want to do as a person, because I believe that interaction will make more people come, hopefully, and they still enjoy the videos as well. So I cannot agree no more in what you have said. You just have to be consistent and you have to keep going. We have all been there when the times get tough and you're thinking, hang about, no one's watching my videos here, and I'm spending a lot of money here and no one's watching them. But keep going. That's all you've got to do. You've got to be consistent. You've got to continually upload and upload and upload. Even if it's just YouTube shorts, you have to keep going. And the roots of those tracks are still the same today. The ones the British built in 1853 in British India. Well, there you go then. With me, it's all about having fun. Yes, exactly. You know, we are all here to enjoy the channel and make it as enjoyable as possible. I guess Kelly, we all do it because we enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? And that's personally a well-known fact. Are you going to join up with other YouTubers in a joint video? Use it as a chance to grow your channel, as you'll get exposure from subscribers. Yes, and you're the first one if you're willing to meet up. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you, Yorkshire Wanderer. I hope you're keeping well. I definitely would do. Yeah, there are people out there that I do want to collab with. But it's just getting to them and it's talking to them, and you can't really go wrong. So how will you make your audience enjoy your channel? Well, I'd like to think that what I do by uploading what I do is enjoyable anyway, whether it's just a train clip or it's a video of a rail tour or it's a vlog that I do. You know, I'd like to think that people do enjoy it, and it's just about you being you in front of the camera. You know, that's really I think what makes everybody enjoy it, to be honest with you. Thank you for the thumbs up. 13 thumbs up. Keep on hitting the thumbs up button. Very kind of you. So yeah, this new device, what the live stream's on, I just wanted to say that do the Jacobite train ride in Scotland. I'd love to. I've been, to be honest with you, I've been over the Glenfinnan Viaduct on a normal sprinter train from Fort William to Mallaig. Was it last year? It must have been last year around November time. I didn't actually film it, but yes, it was nice to go over there. But that's something I would love to do, actually go over on a steamer over the Glenfinnan Viaduct. It certainly would be very enjoyable. Amazing scenery. It certainly is. like me, riding behind a real steamy on the Llangollen Railway. Yes, exactly. Yeah, again, I'd like to go and visit some of the Welsh railways, the heritage railways, because um, I'll have to speak to my friend Tom, bless him, and I'll have to see what he can suggest for me. You know what I mean? Tom does volunteer at one of the Welsh railways, so I'll have to have a word, definitely. Okay, it was nice talking to you. It's really late, 1:25 a.m. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Yes, thank you for tuning in. Really do appreciate that, Salman. Really do appreciate you coming in. Thank you very much. So yeah, another plan of mine for 2026 is obviously trains at videos, because trains at videos grow over a period of time. Um, and you can see that with trains at Clapham Junction. It managed to get over 10k views before Christmas, before the end of the year, actually, before the end of the year. And so I'd like to film some more trains at videos from brand new locations that have not been filmed at yet. So any suggestions, don't forget to drop them in the comment section. Drop them in this chat if you wish to give me suggestions of trains at videos. Would really appreciate that. Just a quick reminder, thank you once again, Kelly. £1.49 donation. Really do appreciate that. Remember, donations are up to your discretion, and you do not have to do that. But thank you very much, Kelly Ashford, for your £1.49 donation. Really do appreciate it. No offence here, mate. I hate stinky diesels. Yes, I know you love your steamers. And hopefully I'll be seeing a steamer at the end of the month, running from Manchester Piccadilly, I believe. I think it's Manchester Piccadilly, or something like that, to Carlisle. And allegedly it's meant to be steam. I don't know if it's Tangmere or the regular steamer, but hopefully we'll be getting some more steamer action. The Blue Peter video last time I was in Carlisle, sadly you only got a short clip of that, departing with the support coach. That was because too many people on the station. However, I needed to get a particular train from the station, so unfortunately when one shot goes bad, you've only got another chance to get us another decent shot. And Carlisle is a very popular station when steam comes, and everybody should be able to enjoy the atmosphere and this and that, but it does get very busy. So if you know of any other locations outside of Carlisle or just before Carlisle where you don't think there's going to be so many people, and it'd be more enjoyable seeing it up and down the West Coast main line, please feel free to. I love steam engines, shots. Yeah, exactly. Same here. I mean, I've been lucky enough to stand on 2 steam engines, possibly 3. There was ages and ages ago, Scots Guardsman. Now, I stood on Scots Guardsman when it was at Crewe, just doing a test backwards and forwards to Chester once. And the guy on there was very he knew I was very interested in steam and what have you. Told me a lot about the engine and told me what this was and what that was, what all the valves do and all that. And when he opened the fire, it was really red hot on there, but it was definitely an experience to stand on the footplate of Scots Guardsman. And I've also stood on the footplate recently of Tangmere. That was on a post, and that post was, of course, in one of my YouTube posts that I put a few pictures up of it when I was stood on the footplate. Yeah, so again, hopefully more trains at videos from more location. Hopefully catch more rail tours, because rail tours, and particularly not just diesel, but also steam, because steam is nostalgic. That's the word I was looking for. Have you been to India? No, I haven't been to India. Um, I don't want to pronounce your name because I might pronounce it wrong, but thank you for joining. I've had foot plate rides with steamies in the past, 782 um, four coat manor included. Okay, so that's good. So, you know, you can't beat being on a steam engine, you know, and standing on the footplate and talking to people. I mean, a lot of people, Tangmere to a lot of people is just something they've seen many a times. I mean, I've seen it about 4 or 5 times now, but I do like Tangmere, you know, that there's no doubt about it. A special one of mine's always been Blue Peter, because the Blue Peter videos on the channel do very well, you know, and everybody loves Blue Peter. So I'm grateful for those who have watched that. No Fox Kate Manor. She barks a bit like a fox. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough, Kelly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but like I said, more trains app videos, more rail tours. Hopefully, focus mainly on Steam, because I know you like Steam. If there's anything unusual, maybe like class 20s, or maybe a Deltic, or maybe, you know, a class 45 or something, then yes, it's probably worth, and a class 40, it's worth probably going out and catching if I can. And if I can use buses to reduce the cost down to get places, I mean, it's literally only cost me £6 to get here. 2 buses, one from where I live to Uttoxeter, and then another one across Uttoxeter across to here. So another thing is, obviously I mentioned it to start off with, but I'll mention it again because those of you who might not have been in the stream at the time, but I put a poll out a while back saying January I will travel from Fort William to Birmingham International, the new timetable. I believe Jeff has kind of done a little video about it recently. I did watch that, Jeff Marshall. But that's something I want to do. You've voted for it. I will fulfill it. If it has to be fulfilled in February, March, so be it. We will definitely be going on the Caledonian Sleeper all the way from Fort William all the way to Birmingham International, its new calling point. And another thing is, there's so what I'd like to do, like someone's put in the text there earlier ago, is to actually be on a rail tour behind a steamer, particularly the Jacobite. The Jacobite has been something I've always wanted to do, so maybe this year is the year of the Jacobite, travelling on that over the Glenfinnian Viaduct, and also capturing footage of it going over the Glenfinnian Viaduct would really, really top it off. And more vlogs, so you're going to see my face a bit more often, hopefully, because what I'm going to do is, obviously I'm going to do part 4 of the Cumbrian coastline, visiting stations such as Grange over Sands, and what was the other one? Drigg. I said Drigg, and then there'll be another 2 other stations on there, which will give you a part 4 of the Cumbrian coastline. If I can get to Braystones, it will mean that both request stops would have been done on that section, because I can't remember whether it was Braystones or the other one that I visited. Oh, it was Nevertown, wasn't it? So it is Braystones that I need to visit. So Grange over Sands at Drigg, Braystones, and maybe another one chucked in there as well. Are any of your preserved steamies? Oh, are any of the preserved steamies your favourites? Yeah, I mean, oh, are we talking about like Railway Museum in York? Because again, something I promised, which will have to be now. Um, if you wanted me to do a tour and like film all the stuff that's in the Railway Museum, I'd be more than happy, willing to do that. Put all the clips together, and obviously maybe do a little talk at the start of it before we go in, and then do a talk at the end. And because that is something I promised you. So a visit to the Railway Museum, running or in the York Museum. Oh, okay, yeah. So obviously everybody. I think my favourite so far has got to be Blue Peter. Um, and I do like Scott's Guardsman as well. I do like Scott's Guardsman as well. Um, I'd say maybe them two, maybe chuck Tornado in there as well because Tornado's a nice steamer. Um, but yeah, I mean, and the ones maybe in the Railway Museum, like for instance, maybe Stevenson's Rocket and oh, is Scotsman in there now in the Railway Museum or is it at Shildon? Um, if anyone knows, do let me know. So yeah, obviously a tour of Railway York Railway Museum. I'm sure you would love it because I was talking to somebody I work with, and I said, "Do you know what? That'd be a great idea to go to York Railway Museum and do a tour and do quite a bit of filming, and I'm sure you would like it." James, thank you for joining in. How long until? Oh, how long? Time to see. Well, I am back. Yes, I'm back, James. Thank you very much for popping in. I am back and I'm revealing the plans for 2026. So, whatever you've missed, feel free at the end of the stream to watch what you've missed. But yeah, also, like I say, we want to get that opportunity to maybe go on some heritage railway lines, especially in Wales, because I know somebody who's a volunteer at one of the Welsh railways, so that would be really, really good to go and travel on them. And I have six favourites: City of Truro, uh, Foxcote Manor, Leander, uh, Leander, Rude, Ashton Hall, Hinton, and Manor, and Jimmy the Ginty. Ah, okay. So I haven't seen all of them, but I've definitely heard of City of Truro, definitely, and I've heard of Leander, because was Leander Sierra Leone? Was it at some point, or I think it had two or three names on it, didn't it? Or the numbers corresponded with a different name. Um, that'd be very interesting to know and to actually see. Um, Lancashire Fusilier is my steamer to hunt down in 2026. Now, it might be very hard, and I don't know if she's still on the main line, but if she is, feel free to let me know. No, that's Galatea in the in an identity crisis. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was. It was something. I just couldn't remember. Couldn't remember the name. It was that one. What you know just said, Galatea. So basically, more live streams to interact with the audience at least once or twice a month. Also, to do more trains out videos from brand new locations. So I'll be hunting them, but I'll be more than welcome if you want to leave suggestions in the comment section. Please feel free to do so. Really do appreciate it. Also, Cumbrian Coastline Part 4. We've already discovered that we want to do Grange over Sands, Drigg, and what was the other one? Braystones, if we can do it, as it's the second request stop. We also want to do I want to start doing more vlogs, and I think if I do a bit more vlogging, the confidence will come back, and I'll be able to interact with you guys even more, really. And it's something I believe that you've missed. So if you want random station reviews back, let me know. Drop it in the comment section. If you want if you want me to just have a random travel day and just film my day out, do feel free to let me know if anything like that you would like to do. Obviously more rail tours as well. Hopefully more Steam in 2026, because you and I know that Steam is nostalgic and everybody just loves a bit of Steam. But yeah, it's all about starting to come out my shell again a bit more, interact with you lovely folk, and start producing more content and more YouTube shorts. Steam rules supreme. It certainly does, Kelly. It certainly does. So don't forget, you've got some exciting things coming up on this channel. Everything what was written in the polls will be fulfilled in 2026. So sleeper between Fort William and Birmingham International, a new stop. Yes, I know other people are going to get there before me. That's absolutely fine. We're all different. We all put our own spin on things. And also to do a tour of the York Railway Museum, as you voted for that. That was meant to be done last year. However, I will make 100% sure that that is done this year. I could do an introduction to the video outside the Railway Museum, then could go in, then film all the stuff that's in there, and then obviously I can do like a little ending, so we can turn it into like a vlog style video, and I'm sure you will enjoy it, hopefully. So if you've got any questions for me, do feel free to drop them in here and I will answer them as best as I can. Obviously, I would like to say that I did enjoy the video that G Loves Trains, when she recently she traveled somewhere, I can't remember, but it was something up to date anyway. It was one of her recent videos, and really did enjoy that video. And obviously, Simon, you keep on going. I keep on seeing your videos pop up. I do watch them. Sim on Trains. I occasionally watch when I can, you know. I have noted also that a lot of you like Henry. I saw a YouTube short from Henry. He popped up the other day and he was at a Weatherspoons, and I said, well, you can't beat a Weatherspoons. And the Christmas dinner at Carlisle was absolutely spot on. And that was at the Woodrow Wilson. So if you ever want to go to a nice pub in Carlisle, go to the Woodrow Wilson, because the food is fantastic. And the company there over Christmas, because I stayed there over Christmas, the company there, and there was a few other pubs that I knew up the Kingstown Road and up Scotland Road. The Crown was one of them. I've been in there a couple of times. And of course, the one I like is the Coach and Horses, which is up near the petrol station near McDonald's, where I met a few folk. I met a lovely lady truck driver in there on Boxing Day, and got talking to her, and talked to someone I talk to very regular. Stuart is his name. Nice chap. Very, very nice chap indeed. Merry Christmas, laugh out loud. What is it now? 16th of January. Oh dear. I don't like train videos as shorts because they don't feel right when viewing on a PC or a television. Okay, so the reason I do YouTube Shorts is to obviously you've got to do your vertical videos as well as your portrait videos, haven't you? Because what it um, is you're basically looking at two kinds of audience: an audience that likes to see it in a vertical video, you know, they can see everything, and then the other one where it's a portrait where you can't see so much. I understand if you're watching on a TV, that probably isn't a very pleasant experience if you're watching a YouTube short. And I'll hold it to you that you have got a well-known fact there, and I will agree with you. But I do, I do appreciate people's feedback. You know what I mean? Because when you're watching probably something like that on a television, it's probably about, even though your television blows it up, it's probably not great to watch a YouTube short on a TV. So thank you very much for the feedback, because I really appreciate the feedback. And like I say, I'm trying to aim at two audiences. I'm trying to aim at audience that like shorts as well as the audience that like the videos. I'm sure though you will enjoy the longer videos, and I'm sure you will. Me neither, says Kelly. That's fair enough. It's nice to hear the feedback on that one. So 13 thumbs up. Really appreciate that. Keep on hitting that like button. And don't forget, now that we are, of course, monetized partly, you can, of course, do what the lovely Kelly Ashford done, and you can donate if you wish to. But remember, there is no pressure whatsoever to donate. And thank you very much, Kelly, for that £1.49 donation. Every little small helps to get me out and about around the country, and it all helps in the long run. Basically, my main income from my job basically pays for me traveling around, but of course, yes, it's always nice to receive something, but remember, no pressure whatsoever. Station reviews will be okay as shorts. Right, so would you like me to do that? Would you like me to do a smaller content station review by saying, welcome to wherever, I'm here and I'm now going to quickly do a station review, similar to what Jeff's done, but put your obviously own spin on it. And you can just film vertical, but just include the main things that are at that station, and I'm sure you can actually squeeze that in a 60-second video. Thank you very much for the suggestion. I really do appreciate that, Barrett's Railway Media. Really do appreciate your feedback and your suggestions. Anyone else got any suggestions, please just put them in the comments or put them in the chat while we're still here. Really appreciate that. Obviously, you can now send me super likes if you wish. You can also send me super chats, and you can now send super stickers. And remember, them small donations make a massive difference. They all work towards doing more for the channel. But remember, like I've always said, I've drawn the line under it. No pressure whatsoever. Love you as a friend. That's very kind of you to say that, Kelly. Very kind of you indeed. Really do appreciate that. Shorts can be up to 3 minutes. Okay, that's interesting to know. Thank you very much. Good morning, friend. Good morning. I hope you're keeping well. Mordek Carlisle. Is that Carlisle or Mordek? No, Mordek. The Train Spotting Hub. Hope you're keeping well. Thank you for joining. Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing names. Mordek. It's more decky. Ah, right, more decky. More deckier. Thank you very much for joining. Anyway, so like I said, those plans, like I said, you voted for stuff last year. And so don't worry, they will be fulfilled. They will be fulfilled. Because it will be good to get back on the Caledonian Sleeper, I will admit. It's just going to take a little bit of jigging around to do it. But you will get it. You will get that video. And you will get the York Railway Museum video as well. So we'll give ourselves another 10 minutes and then I think we will then wander off. But those are the plans. Looking forward. Yes. Looking forward to it. Yes, definitely. Me too as well. Like I said, more Trains App videos, at least 1/2 live streams a month. That's what I want to do. And even if I have to use buses like I've used today just to get here, I will do that. If I can get, I mean, I got a silly train ticket the other month, £19, Stafford to Carlisle, one way, £19, incredible. You don't, and that actually was on Christmas Eve, and it was booked the day before Christmas Eve. It's incredible. You can get a bargain at the last minute. You can get a bargain. And it will be nice also to catch up with those of you in Carlisle when I do eventually get out. There's just one thing missing, a T-shirt within the image of a steam engine. Yeah, I know. Well, this is, I'll tell you about this T-shirt. Now, this is a band that I saw in Scotland, in Edinburgh. And I was out one night and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to go for a wander, as you do, in Edinburgh. People said that, oh, Edinburgh isn't always a nice place to be out at night time. However, it was the end of the Fringe. Everyone was happy. It was hassle-free. There was no problems whatsoever. And I went out and I wandered. I left my Premier Inn and I wandered out. I stayed at the Premier Inn Waverley, if you want to stay there. Don't forget to pick a quiet room. I thought it was very good of the staff there at the Edinburgh Waverley Premier Inn to put me down the other end of the corridor. And I tell you what, I did sleep well. Did wake up 3 sheets to the wind though, but that was a good night out. You know what I mean? It was definitely a good night out. This band was playing in a pub. That was the second place I went to. And they were a 4-piece band playing Irish and Scottish folk songs, being that I have Scottish and Irish blood in me, you could say. So yes, it was definitely a brilliant place to go and visit. So maybe I ought to get that steam engine T-shirt. Well, maybe it's coming from the Railway Museum, Kelly. You never know. You never know. I've only got to rabble on for another 7 minutes and then I'm going to go. But thank you, everybody, for popping in this evening. Like I say, I moved about a hell of a lot. But I have regrets about not filming enough through the summer months when I was moving about. But we can make up for it. I'm sure we can. I am the land of the dance, said he. Irish song, if you know it. Yes, I do know that particular song. Yeah, I do know that particular song. And I know my singing is terrible, but I had a bet with somebody who I work with. Now this will, I had a bet, and he was going to give me 3 pints of Guinness, right, plus a free meal, which ended up to be a chicken jalfrezi out of Weatherspoons, right? And he said, if you go and sing an Irish song to somebody who you work with, there'd be more than, I'll pay for 3 pints of Guinness and obviously a curry. He said, I'm thinking about having a curry. I said, I'll join you on that one. And it was a case of singing I think the song's called Green and Orange. It's called Green and Orange. And it sort of goes, now, this is the biggest mix up that you have ever seen. Me father, he was orange, and me mother, she was green. So that's the perfect way to end a live stream, isn't it? And I hope that I didn't, deaf tone any of you. um, yeah, so a bet is always worth going for, and it was brilliant. It was brilliant. I love your singing. Thank you very much, Kelly. Very, 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 very kind of you to say so. I might have been tone deaf to many other people, but I do apologise. 14 thumbs up. Thank you very much today. Thank you for everybody popping in. There's some exciting stuff coming on this channel. Yes, it's slightly scaled back, but it will all happen in 2026. Hopefully, return somewhere on the West Coast Main Line at the end of the month to go and see the tour between Manchester Piccadilly and Carlisle. That will be because hopefully it will be steam. I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed. Yes. What else is there to say? Not really a lot. I think I've covered it, And of course, if you want to live stream on the 30th, it might have to be slightly later than this one, depending on Avanti West Coast. But if you want a live stream on Friday the 30th, do let me know. I'll put a poll up after this, or possibly tomorrow. I'll put a poll up and ask you if you would like another live stream on the 30th, which will be Friday. That would be the day before the hopefully the steam tour between Manchester Piccadilly and Carlisle. Hoping to go and see that somewhere at least along the West Coast Main Line. Even if it returns via... Now I'm thinking, I was going to think about if it come via it might even come via the Settle to Carlisle line. So if it comes via Settle to Carlisle line and the weather's all right, I might go and capture it along there. But it was nice to get to Corkicle and see Blue Peter there. It was also nice to get to Blee Moor. That's the video that G Loves Trains did when she travelled from Wigan up to Carlisle with the Avanti West Coast shuttles. And she went past Blee Moor signal box. I see that pop up in the video. And I thought, to be honest with you, it then clicked in my head. I recognise that signal box because I did film from there. Don't let a shower of rain stop you having fun. Exactly, that's true. Yeah, there's always shelters on stations, on most stations. Hopefully, like I say, Troy Durrant, thank you very much for popping in towards the end. Much appreciated. 15 thumbs up, and obviously very grateful to have you all on board. But I'm just going to run it up until we get to 60 minutes because you would have had your 60 minutes of fun with me. Do let me know if you want another live stream on the 30th. I will pop that up. Also, don't forget, in the comment section, suggestions. How long do you normally stream? Normally, probably about an hour, but we'll see if we can go a bit longer next time round. But generally an hour, but we'll see. There may be a way of streaming a little bit longer. I'll definitely look into that train spotting hub. So I'll put that poll up. Hopefully, if you do want one on the 30th, it'll be good because I can interact with all you. and I've always said it, and I will say it before I leave. 1 hour is at the clock, but we might as well just carry on for a little tad longer. Is that you are the best audience on YouTube, and you are wonderful, amazing people, and thank you. Just keep on hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you, Kelly, for joining the membership. This actually, before I leave now, thank you for becoming a member. Really do appreciate that, Kelly. Now you have reminded me before I leave. Over the first couple of months, hopefully, I'm looking at doing members only content, as well as putting out the normal content, because if I get enough members, channel members, I will then hopefully be able to produce members only content. But don't worry, the rest of you will still continue to get the videos you get, but maybe these would be the videos, like behind the scenes videos, that I could do as members only videos. Thank you very much, Kelly, for that. And also thank you for your £1.49 donation. Remember, donations are voluntary. There is no pressure whatsoever, and it is entirely up to you if you join the memberships or you don't. It's absolutely fine. I don't ask people to do it. If you wish to do it off your own back, that is absolutely fine. That is something we will definitely be looking at in 2026. We will be doing more memberships, and at the end of a vlog or something, or a video or a live stream, I will mention the channel members, because I think it's the right thing to do. Sorry, I heard a dog bark. So thank you very much for all coming across, and I'm glad you reminded me that of Kelly, and I do appreciate your donation of £1.49, and obviously for joining the membership. Very, very kind of you to do so. Obviously that has now reminded me that will be something in 2026, that we will be doing more members content. But do not panic, folks, as ordinary content will still go out there. But it's something I actually did write in a post that I was thinking about over the next couple of weeks or so in 2026, the beginning of it. We're doing more behind the scenes stuff, the bits you don't see in other videos, or just unseen footage. And of course, you will then get a mention in that video as well. If you decide to join a membership, remember, it's absolutely your discretion. Nobody's pressuring you to do that whatsoever. Good moment. I hope your move goes well. Yes. At the moment, like I say, I'm going through a process. It's not a great process, but thank you about mentioning that. It's not a great process. I don't like going through processes like this, but remember, it's all about staying very positive through the process. And hopefully, like I say, whether it's temporary accommodation I'll end up in, or whether it's another form of accommodation I can find in the meantime, that will be definitely something I will be trying my very best to secure over the next few weeks. As most of you may fully be aware of my situation, but I've not spoke too much about it. But hopefully, yes, thank you very much for your kind words, that hopefully things will improve for me. And remember, it's all about staying upbeat and confident in yourself, and believing is always believing in yourself, and belief is the thing you need in difficult times. But we're not going to let them difficult times get in the way of this YouTube channel. We are going to be just hunting around for cheap tickets. We are going to continue some more live streams as well, because I think it's what my audience does enjoy, interacting, and I enjoy interacting with you, and that's something I have missed. So there's a lot coming up. If you did miss this video, don't worry. If you did miss this video, don't worry. At the end of the day, there's always time to watch it back. It will remain on the channel. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. Thank you for the donation, Kelly. Thank you for becoming a member. Really appreciate that. Thank you to everybody who come in tonight. You know, it makes a difference, and it makes me feel very warm inside knowing that people out there still interact with me here on YouTube. A massive thank you to those who, when I wasn't uploading, for instance, stuck with me. You're sticking with me, and you believing in a return, because a return did happen. And this return in 2026 is going to be possibly one of the best years for me, even though at the moment it looks grey. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on smiling. I love you all. You are the best audience on YouTube, and you're the most wonderful people I've ever met. Right, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. Everybody now, thanks for coming along. I'll see you on Friday the 30th. Bye for now.